Okay, so you know that feeling, right? When you order something online and boom, like magic, it just shows up at your doorstep. Well, imagine that, but for like everything. That's kind of the whole deal with this machine purchasing thing. And that's what we're diving into today. We've got some super interesting excerpts from this video essay. It's called Machine Purchasing, the next major AI megatrend. And let me tell you, it really got the wheels turning. Like, is this the next e-commerce? Are we going to see a total shopping revolution? What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely looking that way. The essay makes this like really smart comparison to the internet back in the day. Remember, everyone was all skeptical about e-commerce, saying it would never work, no way, no how, and now look at us.
Yeah, ordering pizza in our pajamas.
Exactly. But now machine purchasing is facing that same wave of, I don't know, excitement mixed with doubt. And the thing is, it's not just hype.
No, it's not just hype. I mean, we can already see little pieces of it in our lives, right? Like
Yeah.
targeted ads and stuff. But this video essay really digs into the how.
Right.
Like, how do we even get from where we are now to this whole machine purchasing future?
Right. It all starts with like understanding the stages, right? The steps along the way. And the essay actually points to Gartner for this. Gartner, those forecasting experts.
Yeah, they always have those reports about, like, what's going to be the next big thing.
Exactly. So they break it down into 4 stages, and they call the first one stage 0, which is a little strange.
Stage 0, that's like, what, before the beginning?
Yeah, like the very, very first signs of change. Think of it like your device is becoming aware, of their own needs. Your printer telling you it's low on ink, or your fridge suggesting you buy milk on your way home.
Okay, so basically like writing milk on a sticky note, but for machines.
Hmm.
Not exactly revolutionary.
No, not yet. It gets way more interesting, I promise. Stage 1 is where the machine actually starts doing things, like taking action. So remember that printer ink. Now it just like automatically orders a new cartridge for you.
Okay, that is kind of cool. But it's still following my rules, right? Like, I get to tell it what kind of ink to order and what the budget is.
For sure, for sure. Stage 1 is all about automating those little kind of annoying things. But you're right, it's not making any big decisions, not on its own. That's where AI comes in, and that's when we get to stage 2, what they call adaptable. This is when things get really interesting, I think.
Adaptable, huh? So the machine starts learning my style, like figures out what kind of ink I like.
It's like that, but way more advanced. Imagine you need new headphones, right? Stage 2 machine purchasing would be like having a personal shopper who knows literally everything about headphones and also has a knack for finding crazy good deals.
Sign me up for that. So no more spending hours reading Amazon reviews.
Exactly. It knows your budget, what you like, even what you care about, like if you want headphones made ethically or whatever, and it just like finds the absolute best option for you.
Okay, that's seriously impressive. But I gotta ask, where does it end? What's the final level of this whole machine purchasing thing?
That brings us to stage 3, the big one, autonomous. This is where it gets really wild.
Autonomous, like the machine has a mind of its own.
Kinda, yeah. But in a good way. This is where the AI is basically operating on a whole other level. It understands your needs, your values, all of that, but it can also analyze massive amounts of data at like warp speed.
Warp speed. Okay, now you're just messing with me.
Yeah.
But seriously, how does that even work in real life? Like, are we really gonna have AI haggling over prices for us?
Think bigger. It's not just about like buying groceries or whatever. This is about like AI negotiating huge contracts, making sure you're always getting the best deal on insurance, stuff like that.
Okay, now that's some next level stuff. And speaking of next level, the video essay mentions this company, Pactum AI. They're actually building this technology right now.
Pactum AI, yeah, they're a great example of this whole autonomous machine purchasing thing in action. And they're based in Estonia, which is interesting, right?
Estonia. What's the deal with Estonia?
Well, they've always been really into tech over there, especially stuff that just makes things work better.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they were one of the first countries to use digital signatures and online voting and all that. So it kind of makes sense that they're the ones leading the charge with this.
Yeah, cut the BS, make things efficient. I like it. But how does Pactum AI actually work? Like, what makes their AI so special?
So their thing is that they focus on these win-win negotiations. Like their AI looks at all this data, right? Market trends, supply chains, all those little details.
Stuff humans would miss, you're saying?
Exactly. Or it would take us like forever to figure out. But the AI can just crunch all that data and then it comes up with a deal that works for everyone.
So it's like a mediator, but with a super brain.
Exactly. And it's crazy effective. Even Walmart, can you believe it? They're using Pactum AI now.
Walmart. Okay, if Walmart's in, This is serious. But it's not just about saving money, right? I mean, this technology could actually make things fairer, more ethical.
That's a really good point. Imagine an AI that cares about things like where were the products made? Are they sustainable? And then it uses that information to make decisions.
Wow, that would be huge. Companies would actually have to start being more responsible if they wanted their products to be chosen by the AI. Okay, I got to ask though,
Yeah.
what about jobs? What happens to all the salespeople and negotiators when the AI takes over?
That's the million-dollar question, right? And it's definitely something to think about. The essay talks about how some jobs will definitely be impacted, that's for sure. But it's not like robots are taking over.
Yeah.
It's more like things are changing and we need to change with them.
So instead of freaking out, we should be thinking about how we can adapt.
Exactly. Like this could lead to all kinds of new jobs that we haven't even thought of yet. We might need people to train the AI or make sure it's being used ethically, things like that.
Yeah. It's like with any new technology, right? There's always a period of adjustment, but then new opportunities pop up.
Right. And think about the consumer, the everyday person. Imagine never having to spend hours comparing prices or arguing with your insurance company ever again. What would you do with all that extra time?
Okay, stop. You're speaking my language now. That's the dream right there. But seriously, that feeling of like total freedom and control over your time, that would be incredible.
It would be huge. And it's not just about convenience. It's about being able to focus on the things that actually matter to us. Spending time with family, learning new things, you name it.
Okay, paint me a picture. What does that world look like? What does it actually feel like to live in that world where AI is handling all the boring stuff?
Imagine you just tell your AI, hey, I want to go on vacation, and boom, it finds you the best deals on flights, hotels, everything. Or your fridge just automatically orders groceries, knows exactly what you like, never runs out of milk.
Okay, stop. You had me, it never runs out of milk. That is like the holy grail of adulting right there. But on a serious note, that level of like ease and peace of mind, that would be life-changing.
It would be. And it all comes back to that idea of AI not just replacing us, but making us better, helping us to be more mindful and intentional with our lives.
Mindful shopping. Now, there's a concept I never thought I'd hear, but it makes sense, right? If we're not constantly stressed about finding the best deal or whatever, we could actually start thinking about what we're buying, why we're buying it.
Exactly. It's a total shift in perspective. And sure, it might be a little scary, but if we do it right, I think it could be really amazing.
It's definitely like a whole new way of thinking about things, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But honestly, for all the what ifs and potential downsides, the thing that really gets me is this idea of AI giving us back our time, like actually freeing us up.
It's a powerful thought, right? What could you do with an extra, I don't know, 5 hours a week? 10? Imagine never having to worry about, like, finding the best deal because your AI's got your back no matter what.
Oh man, I'd finally learn how to play the guitar, I think. Or maybe actually read all those books I've got piling up. But, it's deeper than that, right? It's
Yeah.
about having control over your own life.
And the funny thing is, by giving up control of like all the little decisions, all the shopping stuff, we might actually end up with more control in the long run, more control over our time, our energy.
For sanity.
Exactly. Like, remember that line from the essay, machine purchasing isn't about replacing us, it's about making us better.
Making us better shoppers, you mean?
Well, yeah, but also like helping us make smarter choices in general, more mindful choices.
Mindful. See, that's a word I never thought I'd hear in a conversation about shopping.
Right. It's like usually it's all about buy, 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 but maybe with AI in the mix, things could actually change. Maybe we could actually start thinking about what really matters.
Okay, I like where you're going with this. So instead of dreading the robot shopping revolution, maybe we should be, I don't know, embracing the possibilities.
Exactly. It's like anything new, there's going to be bumps in the road. But if we do it right, if we're thoughtful about it, it could be pretty amazing.
Totally agree. Well, on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive into machine purchasing.
It's been fun.
It really has. And if everyone listening, I want to leave you with one last thought. Imagine just for a second that you could hand over all your shopping decisions to a super smart, super trustworthy AI. What would you do with all that extra time? What would you do with the freedom? It's something to think about because the future of AI isn't just about, fancy gadgets and algorithms. It's about creating a world where technology helps us live better, more meaningful lives. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
Tech lovers, I hope you found today's recap informative and engaging. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow tech enthusiasts. For more in-depth breakdowns of the latest tech trends, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. And remember, we're always open to your suggestions. Drop a comment below with your ideas for future videos. Until next time, stay curious and stay connected. See you in the next one.